Hi, my dears. Welcome back, Cosmic Insight Astrology. This is Christina. If you have a Virgo rising, Virgo sun, or Virgo moon, this is your March 2023 astrology forecast. All right, so this is a big month. First of all, you're going to have a full moon in your sign. And full moon always is a completion, it's an ending, signing of contract, it's finishing a task. And, this is a big month because Saturn is going to move to your opposite sign, and Saturn is a social planet, and it's changing sign, and it's in the same sign in every 29 years. And it's only stays for 2.5 years. Actually, not only, it stays for 2.5 years in one sign. So it's a long time, stays in a sign. And then Pluto is the ecliptic. It's like very weird the way it's moving around. So it's going to stay in Aquarius 24 years. But when the first 2 years, when it's ingressing Aqua, it's going to go back and forth, retrograde back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius. All right. So what's going to happen in March for you? It's pivot here. It's major. March 7, we start with a Virgo full moon in your sign. And it's going to be in 16 degrees. It will trine Uranus, the planet of chaos, unexpected, the rebel, the unconventional. It represents also tornadoes, earthquake, digital currency, lightning, energy stocks, for example. And actually, it's going to be in your ninth house. And ninth house is representing your publishing and your export-import business, your travel stock, for example. And if you would like to broadcast or teach, it would be very good for you because of the sun will sextile Uranus and the moon will trine. Your moon will trine with Uranus, okay? So it could actually bring a sudden change with a sweet, positive turnout for you. It can get you a publicity or maybe a media opportunity. Maybe you can get a contract abroad, or, you can get some kind of expectance from a high profile university or a teaching opportunity from there. So this full moon is transiting your first house, and first house actually is your self-awareness. That's your physical appearance. That is your business profile. That is the way you are actually peering your company and represent your company. So it could actually go through a drastic change, and it could actually have some kind of ending, some kind of negative talk, self-talk for you. So on the other side, the sun is in your seventh house, and it can bring in some kind of business contact or contract, or actually it can bring in a new partner. Or, if you have some kind of legal matter going on, it could actually turn for a positive. It could give you a positive turn here. So also you can get some kind of proposal, so an engagement or marriage proposal. Uranus in the ninth will definitely urge you to update your technology and be more productive if you are teaching. So, and it also can bring in some kind of unique humanitarian project. So maybe you're going to donate to some kind of catastrophic earthquake area. Or you can practice philanthropy. And actually, you can also create a nonprofit. And it could be related to teaching only or online, or teaching technology, or teaching abroad. And if you have a travel stock or a foreign currency, it also can bring abundance through that. All right, let's talk about you, because Virgo archetype we're going to talk about. And you are actually a self-healer, you are selfless, you are there for others, you are, Virgo is obligation, service for others, and you're ruled by planet Mercury. So Mercury is the lord of you and the lord of the full moon as well. And Mercury is in your opposite sign, in Pisces, which is in fall over here. And you know why? Because Pisces is delusional, illusional, very soft talk, very spiritual. So it could bring in some kind of confusion in talking when you talk to your business partner, when you talk to in a legal matter. or talk to your partner, your significant other. It could be very delusional. Maybe you get drunk and you're going to talk a lot of silliness because of, Pisces representing alcohol, and it could indicate that as well. All right, so let's see that kind of, actually that kind of sun in Pisces over here, it could actually change something with your love and with your love routine here. So it is forming a stellium with Saturn and Mercury and Neptune, right, your ruler. So it could bring some kind of spiritual, spiritual partnership. It could, for example, you're going to start to study astrology maybe, or you're going to go with your loved one for a spiritual retreat. And if you want to purchase something, it could indicate like you might going to purchase an astrology course or some spiritual course, or, it could bring in some kind of opportunity to sell, but it could be like you're going to sell some kind of, because, it's business dealing as well, the 7th house. So, and Mercury is selling and purchasing. So it could bring in some kind of opportunities to sell or purchase some kind of spiritual matter, or maybe a workshop, or maybe an application you're going to create, but it has to have a spiritual base. Okay, so let's move forward and let's see what else going to happen over here. You might going to get a new car from your husband or wife, or a new computer, and or so your business partner is helping you to found your website, so it could be really good for that. I feel like you will become more expensive and more glamorous, with this over here, and actually your partner wants you to become that. And so Saturn moving over here, it could bring in an older partner, business partner, or an older lover, or, it could become permanent. So for example, if you have a Virgo rising, it could bring in a spiritual older person for you, and you can get married with this person. It can be commitment. It brings commitments, actually, long-term commitments. So this full moon also squares Mars. It is a T-square. It's not the best aspect. It is in your 10th house of career. And Mars actually is very bold. It's out of bounds, so it's crazy. It's like bouncing off the wall. It's talking, and it's very, it's like assertive and angry. And it can indicate like you have some kind of negative self-talk, or some kind of hate toward to yourself. It could be some kind of emotional distress through some kind of career matters as well. And it could also bring in some kind of issue, maybe with a significant other, or maybe with an ex. And why am I saying ex? Because Saturn just entered your 7th house, and Saturn could represent ex-partner. And, because of Mars is in Gemini, it is actually squaring with the Pisces energy. So it's not exactly squaring with Mars, but with the energy. So it could indicate because of lie, or maybe addiction, an ex-partner, it still can bring up some kind of situation from the past. All right, let's see what else I can talk about that. Yeah, on the 11th of the month, we will have Juno entering Taurus, and Taurus is your 9th house right here. And Juno, and then Venus on the 20th is going to, no, Venus going to enter on the 16th. Yes, yeah, I just lost some, yeah. So both of them is going to Taurus in your 9th house. So, publishing a book, working in publicity, or trying a foreign language, or willing to invest in travel business, airplane stock, or liquor licenses. It could be really beneficial for you. On March 19th, we're going to have Mercury finally moving out across from you, and it's going to go to Aries. And on the 20th, the Sun is going to go to Aries here. And we're going to have a new moon in 0-degree world axis. And it's your 8th house matters. 8th house is, as I said before, everything with shared resource, inheritance, mortgage, insurance. So the stellium is over here. It's a very bold energy. You know, Aries ruled by Mars, just like Scorpio, what rules the 8th house. That's the old avatar of Scorpio. So actually, it could bring some kind of good opportunity with banking, with taxes, with shared resources, with inheritance loans. You know, like it can be beneficial if you are make someone to sign a prenup, or if you sign a prenup, if it is going to work for you well. It could be like some kind of loan forgiveness, maybe if you had like some kind of loan for student loan or whatever, it could be forgiven. March 11, not March 11th, March 21st, we're also going to have the new moon here. And the March 21st is the astrological new year, right? So it's going to be a new beginning, new possibilities over here. And financial possibilities. It is abundance, it's shared resources, it's good news over here. It's definitely representing something with abundance through either, you know, loan, inheritance, mortgage, whatever. Yes, or tax refund. You might get a really, really amazing tax refund. Okay, so, you know, on March 23rd, Pluto is going to your 6th house. 6th house is your job. It's going to transform the way you are relate to job, and it's going to actually be more humanitarian or more technology based as well. And it's going to change your daily routine and health. Pluto is transformation. You will need to be careful with your health. Pluto is the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth. So over here, something has to die to reborn. And it doesn't mean your body gonna die, but it is the way you think. Because Uranus is the higher octave of thinking, you know, that's the genius. The way you think about health and about job and everything has to change. It must go through transformation. And that's what's gonna happen over here. So here it could indicate, you know, like for example, you can get obsessed with surgeries or technology or artificial intelligence. It could represent that as well. You might going to have a, you know, 6th house also representing soulmate as well. 7th house is marriage, but 6th house is soulmate. So it could indicate like you can get some kind of soulmate coming into your life who could be very manipulative and powerful. But yeah, it could be that. But definitely going through transformation. Actually, Pluto over here, it can indicate like you're going to have a roommate, or you're going to have a tenant, a new tenant or roommate. And yes, it could be very transformative, but it could be an artificial womb. So you might have some kind of issue with pregnancy, and you will be one of the women, men who going to have some kind of artificial womb either built in, or, you know, have a baby through that kind of artificial wombs that we saw on already in the news. So it could create that as well. All right. So I think that's what I wanted to share with you, but definitely it's going to be pivotal. And guys, I'm truly grateful for your trust in me to guide you through this spiritual journey. I would like to ask you a favor to subscribe and share my videos so other people can benefit from my guidance as well. You know, comment below. Let me know how did it work for you. You know, like what's your rising, what's your sun sign? And what did you experience during this ingress, because that's gonna be really life-changing. And then also what I would like to tell you, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, then check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. And there is a little bit of promotion for my new book, and this is a book about taboos, about sex, death, bullying, racism. And that is written for children aged between 10 and 18, 19. Maybe some other people also can benefit from that, because lately I realized a lot of people doesn't really know about reproduction. And, you know, it is a book for people and children who are seeking the answer and cannot actually turn to anyone because of it's, you know, like surrounded by hazy guilt. So yeah, that's my book. And I have a pen name, and my pen name is Uma Kriko. It's really sentimental for me. And please buy my book to support me, read it. It's going to be really transformative for children. And it's through a little, a nice story. And leave me some good review on Amazon. It's going to be sold on Barnes & Noble. It's going to be in New Zealand, England, Australia, all the English spoken countries as well. So please promote me. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening. I wish you well, and I see you in April. Bye for now.